Holy boys, what's good? Stinker of a day today. We're going to be live for about an hour, and then I'm going to the beach. It's a stinker of a day. I'm telling you, chat, it's 35. It's horrid. Horrid today. How is everybody? What is up, Eric? Good to see you. Where's your shirt? What's up, Justin Kennedy? Raggy! What's up, boys? How we going? How is everyone today? Your brain matters? It doesn't. It doesn't. It doesn't. The delay is really annoying you? It's annoying to me. Start off the GOAT list with Wanderlei Silva. Huh. We must check this. We must check this. Roidy's Corner. You know it, Ali. Get on the roids, boys. Or get on the roids. If you're not competing in sporting endeavors, get on as much testosterone as you can. Yeah, it's hot. 100% Mog, by the way. Small shoulders. Mate, you wish you had shoulders like this. Dougie's got no traps. You guys are idiots. Right, what are we doing today? You guys know what we're doing today. We are picking up where we left off yesterday with the GOAT list. The GOAT conversation. The top 30 UFC fighters of all time. They have to have fought in the UFC, and we're looking at the success that they had in the UFC. This is to avoid arguing about Fedor Emelianenko and Gegard Mousasi. This is how we are going to be doing today's criteria, boys. As you guys know, you were all here for yesterday. We got about halfway through the list, I reckon. We're using the legacy. You've got to have a certain set of skills, and those skills have to get you a quality amount of wins, which is going to establish your legacy. That is how you work your way up the GOAT list. And no, modern era fighters are not so amazing that they just get rid of old era fighters. They're not that good. We have all of our arguments ready, and we're good to go. How are you, Winstall Driver? Good to see you, man. What's up, Mitch? How are you, dude? How are you guys? I hope you guys are doing good. I hope you guys are staying nice and warm. Because if it's this warm here, it must be cold there. And I hope that the rest of you are all surviving without your boy, Nicky Twins. Leave my thumbnail alone, mate. Leave my thumbnail alone. I sent you a clip. It does a useless refresh thing 20 times, that spinning circle. Or it lags until I'm 9 seconds behind and then it loads perfectly. I don't know what to tell you. Thank you for taking the time to send it to me, Eric. I appreciate it. I'm plugged in on an Ethernet cable. I'm all green across the board. I don't know what to tell you. Must be your, American military base internet. What can I say? What can I say? I don't know what to tell you, Matt. Life feels whack without no UFC, man. I hate it. Try being a UFC content creator without no UFC. I hate Aftershock PCs. So do I. So do I. Is Dougie the Borat Mankini again? I am in my Mankini. I love it. No, Dougie, it's on your end, not ours. It's definitely on your end. It'll be cold for us tomorrow. I live in good old Alabama. It was 23 degrees Celsius. That's not cold at all. How are you, Too Smelly? Good to see you, dude. Legends. Eric is never wrong. I know, Eric is never wrong. That's why he never makes any picks. It's your PC and not your internet because others have the same issues. Bilal, are you having the same issue with lagging 9 seconds behind? Bilal, are you having the same issue? I don't have the issue on my end when I watch it on a separate tab because I've got two tabs open. I've got the stream and then I've got another tab open. Yeah, no, I think it's your internet, mate. Dougie with his Bam Bam tank top on from the Flintstones. It's true. I should put one arm through, right? Right. We have to get into the GOAT conversation. Now, we've seemed to establish, for some reason, I don't know why, but Tyrone Woodley seems to be the black gate to get onto the GOAT conversation. I don't know why Tyrone Woodley has become the black gate, but he has certainly become the black gate to get into the GOAT conversation. The Robbie Lawler, Stephen Thompson, Damian Maia, Josh Koscheck, and Carlos Content, and Kelvin Gastelum back in the day, brother. Kelvin Gastelum back in the day. You do have a slight delay? Oh, well. Yeah, it wasn't cold for us today. It's going to shift hard tomorrow night and drop to 0.5. And yes, it's his internet. Yes, it's his internet. Mine's fine. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's dropping. I'm dropping a mad shit. Good for you, Fighters Club. Do it. Nothing else lags like this. Not even lag. It just forces me to be 9 seconds behind. Well, you're going to have to start thinking 9 seconds ahead, Eric. That's how you're just going to have to run your life, mate. Think 9 seconds ahead so you slot in properly. Dougie, say modern like Usman. What? Mandem? I don't know what you're saying, Wixen. I'm sorry, brother. Maybe you just take a real ass player like you. I don't, mate. You know I love you. Dougie's just moving so fast the camera scrabbles to pick it up. That's right, mate. My mind is just moving way too quickly. The camera lacks the ability to keep up with what I'm doing here when I'm building the greatest GOAT list the world has ever seen. Dougie is a lot. No, thank you, Nitro. I appreciate that. You don't have to call me God. It's all right. How was your Christmas? It was good, mate. We had a good Christmas. I had a nice day at the beach yesterday. I'm going to have a nice day at the beach today. I've made me content. I'm going to do me stream. I'm going to do me little stream. And then I'm going to go and get drunk at the beach again. Just like I did yesterday. And just like I'm going to do tomorrow. And just like I'm going to do the day after that. It's great. The Christmas season has been great. I'm trying to get used to Celsius like the rest of the world. I'm trying to get, yeah, well, Celsius is king. So obviously you should be using Celsius. Celsius is the correct way of doing things. What's up, Nacho? How are you, brother? Dougie is Paimon. Paimon? Who's Paimon? Kulon? Who's Paimon? Islam really is humiliating self is the last 5 words from the latest tweet from the infamous ogre of our MMA community. I mean, first one. What? What is Joey doing now? Do I need to check MMA Joey's Twitter? We must check this, brother. What is Joey doing now? MMA Joey. What has he done now? What has this fat, useless fuck done now? Islam is really humiliating himself saying shit like this while complaining for Usman to get the title shot. Usman has 1 win in the last 4 years against literally a bum in Buckley. He deserves the title shot because he fought 6 months after Shavkat. What the fuck is he talking about? Islam is really humiliating himself saying shit like this while campaigning for Usman to get a title shot. Usman has 1 win in the last 4 years against a literal bum in Buckley. He deserves a title shot because he fought 6 months after Shavkat. Weird. What's Joey playing at here? He's usually always sucking off the Muslims. Has Joey done a character turn? I love you, Bobby Mays. You're the best, Bobby Mays. How are you, Bobby Mays? God, you have the best name, Bobby Mays. Has MMA Joey done a character turn? Is he turning against the Muslims? Or is he trying to rage bait? Who knows, man? It's been happening for me for a while, but it'll buffer then take me back 10 seconds to the live. Justin Kennedy, you are a known rage baiter in the chat. I literally don't care what you have to say. YouTube keeps shadow baiting my comments. It's pissing me off. YouTube does do that. It does do that. Does your tape measure read in meters or millimeters? It reads in millimeters. All the tape measures here do. How are you, Sus Pasture? Good to see you. What's up, Davidson Figueiredo's fan page? Good to see you, mate. Islam just wants to add a former champ under his belt. I know. That's exactly what he wants to do. That's all he's trying to do. Islam should be fighting Ian Gary. Ian Gary is obviously the #1 contender Reno, right? UFC is owned by them. It is Nitro. Stop talking about Islam. Ours is the best. We're talking about the fighter, idiot. MMA Joey's not wrong on that one. It's a weird shift for the fat man. The fat man has changed directions. It is a weird shift, isn't it? Paimon is one of the most powerful entities in hell. Well, thank you, Nacho. I'll be down there ruling with the devil. I'm good, Dougie. How are you? You looking good? Oh, thank you, Bobby Mays. I'm ready to hit the beach. I'm in me beach attire, mate. Islam says no one has checked Morales' grappling, but Magny, Burns, and Brady are literally all grapplers. I don't think Morales should have the next title shot either, but that is just a bad reason. Yeah, I think Morales versus Prates for a #1 contender shot, while you do Islam versus Ian Gary. Yep, that's the fight. Or Morales versus Usman. Usman needs to get back in there. Usman can't be 1-4 and get a title shot. Justin's been saying that for a while. I'm saying the same thing happens to me. Don't care, can't change it. If you don't like it, fuck off. I really don't care. Girthy millimeters. Dougie, remember when I told you JDM is a filler chat? Shut up! He isn't. He had get up. Stop it. Stop it. I got to the point where I'm the boy that cried wolf. You are the boy that cried wolf, Justin. Justin, you can't sit here ending the stream being like another successful rage baiting and then expect me to give a fuck about anything that you have to say. This is the game that you play, that Sharma was playing. If you want to spend the time rage baiting me, I'm honestly, you're welcome. You're good for the algorithm. You're welcome to stay. But why would I take anything that you have to say seriously? Ali wants Islam fighting someone under his management for the double payday. This is correct. That's exactly what Ali wants. Also, it pads Islam Makhachev's record and puts him higher up the GOAT list. It puts him higher up the GOAT list if Islam Makhachev defends the welterweight title. So get him the easiest defense he probably can. Makhachev is a pussy. Like fight Gary or Morales and then get slept by one of them. Like, fight Gary or Morales and get slept by one of... Well, I think Makhachev wins either of those fights. Gary and Morales, I think Makhachev wins both of those fights. So, yeah, it's just harder, right? Like, you would take the easy... You'd pull an Ilia Topuria, as we were talking about yesterday. Ilia Topuria has taken the easiest path possible to get the most legacy, but he hasn't really got the numbers and the quality. This is what these fighters are trying to do now. They're trying to speed run... They're trying to speedrun all the criteria to get themselves higher up the GOAT list. And I get why they're doing it. It makes total sense. I mean, they should be doing that, but we must hold them accountable. Decimal system is for nerds. It is true. Yeah. His name is, all right, Nitro. Stop it, mate. Ian Gary is weird. He's simultaneously so non-physical and stringy. I cannot imagine him winning, but at the same time, I cannot imagine him losing. Ian Gary is a weird guy for many reasons, and one of them is the fact that he sounds and looks like a pipsqueak, but he's obviously very good at the art of MMA. He knows how to win the sport that we're watching. But he doesn't look like someone who knows how to fuck anybody up, ever. It's a weird one. Like the stream, lads. Thank you, Moody Wizard. Like the stream. Let's Photoshop JDM's crying face. Let's not. Let's see where JDM goes on the GOAT list. I don't think he passes the black gate of Tyron Woodley. Like the stream. Thank you, Eric. Thank you for reminding me. Like the stream, guys. Gary lost to Shavkat and barely beat MVP and had to cheat against Bilal to win. Morales destroyed the #1 contender. It's night and day. You're right. Gary has got 6 top 10 wins. Morales has got 3. Gary has had more activity in the rankings. Morales just got there. Gary is further in line. You are correct, Nacho. It is light and day. Have you ever taken any behind-the-scenes damage? No. No. Nearly. I fell down an open staircase once. I think a nail went up the inside of my leg, but I was okay. I don't think anyone beats Islam at welterweight except maybe Shavkat I don't think anyone beats Islam at welterweight except maybe Shavkat if he is improved. I agree with that. Maybe Shavkat. Fell down on some cut. You fell down on some cut. W take. Thank you, Eric. I appreciate it. It was a good take, wasn't it? Right. The GOAT list. Who's up next? That's what he meant by behind the scenes. I know what he meant by behind the scenes, mate. I know what he meant. They did Brady so dirty. Like, I swear the 8th number ranked guy has to lose like 3 fights and he's at number 12. Brady loses once and he drops 6 spots. I know, Davidson Figueiredo's fan page. I know. Did you notice that on that video I made about how the UFC is a TV show and Marlon Chito Vera can lose like 5 fights and he stays at number 8. Sean Brady loses 1 fight and he drops all the way down to number 8 in the rankings. Yeah. Fucking Max Holloway beats Justin Gaethje. Justin Gaethje stays at number 3. Literally stayed at number 3 after Max Holloway beat him. But Sean Brady loses 1 fight. Fucking go on, see you, cunt. Get out of here. Goodbye. A loss to Shavkat, nearly KO'd Prates, split decision to MVP. Eric supports your take. Could you be any more wrong? Eric is 100% correct. Eric gets 100% picks. Morales is like the number 2 contender at best. Morales is the number 2 contender. He's not the number 1 contender. I'm in the shower. Disgusting. I don't need to know that. SS Dougie. I want to make a joke, but I literally can't. I'm in Victoria. Want to do JDS? We can do JDS. Because with how crammed things are, you know, I don't think JDS is going to fit on the GOAT list. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sorry, let's do this again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. We have got 22 spots left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. All right. All right. All of these names can fit on the GOAT list. All right. All of these names can fit on the GOAT list. We'll be all right. Maybe we'll do JDS next. Let's do JDS next. Yeah, let's do that. Let me read some chats and then we'll get into that. I'm cleaning my will. Oh! I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. I had an employee cut off his finger all the way open moving a printer one time. Ugh. That's not good. Honestly believe if Islam doesn't fight like he did against JDM in welterweight, he will get starched out quickly because if he chooses to stand the majority of the rounds. Yeah, I mean, if Islam chooses to stand with, say, a power puncher like Michael Morales, it'll get very interesting very fucking quickly. With Ian Gary not being able to sleep anybody in the top 7... Yeah, that's enough of that sentence. With Ian Gary not being able to sleep anybody in the top 7, it doesn't seem like Ian Gary possesses a lot of power, you know, to hurt Islam Makhachev, but Michael Morales certainly does. Yes. Hoodie Gang. Oh! I thought you meant, I saw Hoodie Gang down the list and I thought you meant hoodies, but now I know you're referring to your hoodie down. It was a really big printer. He shouldn't have moved it alone. This is true, mate. How are you, brother? John St. Pierre, Habib Shamrock, Death Touch from Street. I think Death Touch from Street Beats absolutely deserves to be here, Stephen. That is a great call, mate. If I see Eric or Tim agrees with me, I immediately begin second-guessing myself. If Tim agrees with you, leave Timmy alone. What's up, Christian Grey? How are you, mate? Khabib belongs on the GOAT list. Yep. Melbourne is sort of not producing any UFC fighters. No, because Melbourne is the San Francisco of Australia, and therefore it is soft and liberal and gay. Where am I up to? Lost a close fight versus Shavkat. I was happy about it. Split versus MVP. One of the best strikers. And 49-46 Prates. Agree. I agree. You like women. Nacho. Okay, very good. He got taken down by MVP. One of the worst grapplers. Ian Gaddy did. Ian Gaddy did. Who are you talking about, Nacho? You're talking about Ian Gaddy, brother. DDP also took down Hamzat Chimaev. It's true. Anything can happen in a fight. Ian Gary has definitely... It's not about who has more of a chance of beating the champion. It's about who's done enough to fight the champion. And that person is Ian Gary. He has done a little bit more than Michael Morales, so he gets the shot over Michael Morales, while Michael Morales has to fight again. It's really not that complicated. It's just simply not that complicated. Ian Gary's done more. He's had more fights in the top 10. He's won more fights in the top 10. He's been the backup fighter. Ian Gary is ahead of Michael Morales. It's just the way that it is. That's just simply the way that it is. Ian Gary gets smudged by Islam if they fight. Yeah, but you've still got to run the fight. Juliana Pena could beat Amanda Nunes. No one thought Petr Yan was going to win, and he did. No thought Joshua Van was going to be able to beat Pantoja, and Joshua Van did dunk Pantoja and snap his arm. These things happen in sport. You've got to run the fight. Just because we assume Ian Gary can't beat Islam Makhachev. Again, I guess we don't have to run the fight because this is just a TV show. So just anyone in welterweight that would be a fun fight. Yeah, they could fight Islam Makhachev next. None of this shit matters anymore, as I've proven. But if you want to pretend that this is a sport, Ian Gary is ahead of Michael Morales. Do we say JDS passes the black gate? I think JDS might sneak in past the black gate. Grown man grossed out by a hoodie. I'm proud no rabbi ate mine. No, it's that we don't need to talk about it on the stream about MMA, Eric. How are you, Christian Grey, you beautiful Canadian bastard? I hope that you're well, dude. Now, if he wasn't a vegan, hold on now. Now, if he had some knockout power, well, you just hang on now. Anshul Jubilee said it needs to be on the GOAT list. The greatest fighters of all time who are terrible. Dougie, can you say a quick prayer for Buffalo Bills? No. Sacrilegious, mate. I will not be saying a prayer for the Buffalo Bills. San Francisco is beautiful, though. I went there as a kid before it was totally in the shits from them. Back and shoulders today. It was chest today. It's Monday today, so we did chest and tries today. Yeah, Melbourne's a beautiful city. I love Victoria. I love my state. I love my city. The people who run it and the people who live in it. are the most flaccid penised human beings you've ever seen in your life. The men are all cucked by their women. The government is corrupt. The public transport system doesn't work and you're going to get stabbed. But apart from the people who run it and live in it, the city itself is gorgeous. There's a wonderful river down the center of it, a gorgeous casino, bars all along the river, rainforests surrounding it on the outside, amazing beaches. I love my state and I love my city. But the people in it. Yeah, give someone who's a year ago who... Are you writing who lost a year? You're writing who lost a year ago. Yeah, give someone who lost a year ago the shout. Please don't cry about undeserved title shots ever again. He deserves it. It's not undeserved. He deserves the title shot. It's not undeserved at all. He's gone back to put in the work and has regained the traction underneath his trains. He absolutely deserves it. This isn't an undeserved title shot at all. Must change the Alex Burns emoji for a Yuri emoji. I'm coming. I'm coming. Yeah, we do want to, or maybe it was necessary. Or Chael's biggest arms in Westland, Oregon. We could do that. You have to run Matt Serra chance. Risking that 2% chance every time is why title defenses, even against low rankers, matter. That's what I mean. I always hate the idea of like, well, this guy isn't even going to win, so what's the point? It's like, do you never watch any sport ever? Do you never watch any sport at all? Well, this guy isn't going to win. This team's not even going to win. What's the point? If you don't get a hoodie, then do you really have a woody? It's true. If you don't have a hoodie, you don't really have a complete woody. This isn't a kosher conversation. We better get it back in line. Ian has a till. If he was a muscled up Chad, then Islam would be fucked. Yeah, I don't like Islam Makashev's chances. Again, not Islam. I don't like Ian Gary's chances against Islam Makashev, but he's earned the fight. That's what we say about California. Yeah, that's why I call Melbourne the San Francisco, California. Very similar. Very, very similar. From an Australian point of view, what state in the USA looks the most appealing to you? Texas, Colorado. Where are those mountains? Like those big high rocky mountains that people do like the mountain biking over and the running over. I think the first UFC event was there. Texas, Colorado. Bro's got the skill, but not the strength. Ian Gary, I agree. Melbourne's better than Sydney for sure. I think so. I think Melbourne's better than Sydney. But Adelaide is the best. I like Brisbane the best, to be honest. I think Brisbane is the best city in Australia. He lost a year ago and then beat Prates and former champion Bilal. I know. I don't know how, like, Nacho is so confused by this. Like, Ian Gary is ahead of Michael Morales. I'm not even saying Michael Morales is, like, that far behind. I'm saying Ian Gary is marginally ahead. He's done just enough to be ahead of Michael Morales. Michael Morales is clearly the number 2 contender. But if he's the number 2 contender, he's behind Ian Gary. Have you ever had tea with an Eastern Brown? Okay. Melbourne and birds are not real. Melbourne and birds are not real. So birds are not real in the sky. Neither is the entire city of Melbourne. Do you mean all of Australia or just the city of Melbourne is made up by the government? It's a conspiracy, brother. Did anyone see Bryce Mitchell's rant today? Bryce Mitchell's rant about why you need to believe the earth is flat? Because if you know the earth is flat, then you know there's a giant battery behind the ice wall where all the free electricity is being stored and they're keeping it from us. This is the mind of Bryce Mitchell. I fucking love him so much, man. I love Bryce Mitchell so much. The reason you have to believe the earth is flat is because then you'll know that there's nothing behind the ice wall. He's the fucking best. He's the best, man. Did you see the video of Connor talking about Logan and Jake arguing over the footage of them chatting on the bus to Mar-a-Lago? Imagine getting a pint from McGregor. Dude, McGregor seems so happy behind the bar, just telling old war stories, pouring people pints. That's where he needs to be, man. Florida seems, I don't know about Florida, maybe. At his pub at the Black Forge, the pints are on him, it seems like almost every time. Yeah, dude, I love the Conor McGregor shtick of him just behind the bar, just topping up beers for people. Just, there you go, lads, and he's just telling old war stories. Sweet Home Alabama. I don't know too much about Sweet Home Alabama. Deserve less than Morales, who flatlined the number 1 contender in the first round, unlike Pierre Gary, dragging everyone to boring decisions. No. You're trying to, like, diminish Ian Gary just because he's getting Ian Gary has gotten more wins than Morales. Morales has got that good win, but he's right behind him. He doesn't deserve it less than Ian Gary. Like, he does deserve it less than Ian Gary. It was a very good win, and it propelled him to the number 2 contender. Behind Ian Gary, seems like he wants the man bent over him. Brisbane got the best barbecue in all of Australia land, so it's the best place there on Crip, on Mac, on God, on everything. I agree. Think about this, right? Have you ever seen a bird being born? I haven't. Where do all the birds come from? I actually have. I had a pigeon nest at my old house, and I raised the pigeons. These pigeons would come every day, and then I started feeding them. And then after a while, he found a Mrs. Pigeon. Good for him. And then they had little hatchlings. They had little hatchlings right underneath where the garage meets the carport. And I saw the eggs, and then I saw them get, but I actually have seen the entire process. And then those little baby pigeons still hang around that old building. Sometimes I go and check on that old building to see how it's going, and I still see those two pigeons standing on top of the carport. So actually, I have. And there you go. Brady wasn't the number one contender. Bilal, who Ian later beat, was, if I remember correctly. I think Brady was number 2. The rabbi who did mine had a... I love Bryce Mitchell way too much because he doesn't cater to them. I agree, Mitch. This is why I love him. The Flat Earth is literally okay, Nitro. I'll be shocked if Bryce can get sanctioned to fight again. What do you mean for like the CTE, the brain damage? Is that what you mean? Florida has the beaches and the wilderness of Australia. Yeah, Florida does seem nice. Yeah, I just don't know if there's too many like influences there. But I guess I'm trying to be a content creator, so I'm being like super hypocritical with that. As long as you are drinking proper 12 at the bar, you order anything else, Conor McGregor will left hook you and you ain't looking. True, dude. True. Hang on a second. I know this channel. I thought so. Guys, this is Too Smelly Fingers channel, where he posts his camping adventures. He's only got 2 videos, and they've only got a couple of views, but he wants to go fishing, stealth camping, backpacking, all that good shit, and he's our boy, and we love Too Smelly Fingers, so that's Too Smelly Fingers' official channel. It's only got 11 subscribers, it's only got 2 videos, but he wants to build something, and we like camping, and we like fishing, and we like being a lad. Okay, all right. You ate my eggs. Okay, finishes don't count. Finishes count, but it just doesn't propel you all the way ahead of Ian Gary. It got you right to the front of the line. Remember that next time you want to pick and choose the arguments for how you're feeling that day. I'm not picking and choosing. Michael Morales is right there, but Ian Gary has done just enough. He's done more. But like when we say Lerone Murphy versus Movsar Evloev, they're both on a 9-fight win streak, right? Except this is the kind, like Lerone Murphy and Movsar Evloev seem to be neck and neck. So now I would count Lerone Murphy's recent finish against Pico ahead of Movsar Evloev. That, I'm happy to put a finisher forward. But Michael Morales, he just hasn't done enough to just leapfrog Ian Gary. He just hasn't. Ask Mike Tyson about his pet pigeon. I will not. He'll probably punch me. Florida is nice, but you can't meet your wife in Miami. You cannot meet your wife in Miami. Florida is one of the only states that refused any sort of shutdown during the big lie. They stayed completely open. You know what? Florida it is. That's where I'll be going then. Is Makhayev's climbs one... Islam Makhayev climbs 1 kilometer high ice walls with a pick, then submits polar bears. Thank you, Raymond. Thank you for writing it like that. I appreciate that, mate. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Paid for? No. Gained a sub? Beautiful, mate. I think Mike Tyson had a pet pigeon that some bully killed in front of him, and that's why he's a psycho. True story. I'd believe that. JDS versus... Where would we put JDS? I think we have to put JDS... up against the Black Gate. JDS goes up against the Black Gate. Duplicate this. Right, let us get to JDS and see where he goes against the Black Gate of the GOAT list. JDS Tapology. Let's have a look, boys. Junior Dos Santos. JD. Oh, look at that. Chad of a bloke. Absolute chad of a bloke. Now, we are looking at his UFC achievements, his UFC record. ESPN MMA. This is the 30 best fighters in the UFC images. Where are some images? JDS. 30 best fighters in the UFC. JDS, Your time has come. Judgment has come. You against Tyrone Woodley. How do you go? The Black Gate of Tyrone Woodley. Do you get into the GOAT list? Mike Tyson's pet pigeon was just a crack rock with... motherfucker. You motherfucker. You motherfucker. Mike Tyson's pet pigeon was just a crack rock with wings. What is wrong with you? Everyone know. All right. That's enough of that comment. Thank you. Beat Stipe 2-1 to Kane. Beat Stipe. Beat old Stipe. Dead. Beat Stipe. Morales should lose to Shavkat and crawl around on the ground, nearly getting flatlined against Prates. Then you'll rate him. Michael Morales should lose to Shavkat and then crawl around on the ground, nearly getting finished against Prates. Right. Nearly getting finished. He wasn't that close to getting finished. He did crawl away, though. One title defense against Frank Mir. God damn it, too smelly, kind of like. Alright, fucking hell. Beat Tai Tuivasa and Derek Lewis. You think the wholesome pigeon story, Douglas, maybe a cousin over there isn't wrong at all? That's right. Alright, that's enough. Alright, you guys are disgusting. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let's agree to disagree, Nacho and Michael Morales. Let's agree to disagree. JDS. Well. Who knew? Who remembers this? Who remembers this? He's got the GOAT, Ben Rothwell, on his resume. Hey! The fuck is going on? There we go. He's got the GOAT, Big Ben Rothwell, on his resume. Let's not forget about that. Ben Rothwell. Lost to Alistair Overeem. Beat Stipe. When Stipe was 16-3. Beat Stipe. Beat old Stipe Miocic. Good old Stipe. Mark Hunt. Back when Mark Hunt was Mark Hunting. A 2000... What the fuck is happening? Why aren't we doing this properly? Back when Mark Hunt was Mark Hunting, people. I don't know why everything's defaulting to black. Beat Mark Hunt when Mark Hunt was beating people. Frank Mir, Cain Velasquez. I tell you what. Cain Velasquez was 13-1 when he beat Cain Velasquez. Very impressive. Very, very impressive. Now you want to default to white. Okay. Just be a cunt, why don't you? Frank Mir. Gabriel Gonzalez. Roy Nelson, man. People forget. People forget Gabriel Gonzalez, man. People forget, man. What the fuck? How come the last one stayed at white? What the fuck? What the fuck, cunt? What the fuck is going on here, fuck? Yeah, fuck. Beat Verdum. 2008. Only when Verdum was 6-1 as well. This is an interesting little resume, yeah? Bro beat Kurokop, Verdum, Silva, Roy Nelson, Shanker. I know. Mike Tyson is a psycho because he cares about animals, not because he's... Thank you, Eric. It does the opposite of whatever you want. It does, mate. Mike was not the same after that pigeon incident. No, this is true. Mike did truly love that pigeon. All right, we're not putting Ben Rothwell as a Robbie Lawler win. We'll put Ben Rothwell as a Kelvin Gastelum level win. Stipe is a massive win. Mark Hunt is a massive win. Kane is a massive win. Frank Mir and Verdum are also massive wins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ben Rothwell. Now, how many title defenses? Only one title defense in one weight class. So, one title defense in one weight class. He doesn't pass this batch. One title defense in one weight class. So he doesn't pass this batch. But he's down here somewhere for sure. Let's put him up against Francis, shall we? Should we put him up against Francis? Should we see how he stacks up against Francis? He's definitely passed... He's definitely passed Tyrone Woodley. How does he stack up against Francis Ngannou? Does he pass Francis Ngannou? What the fuck? Why is nothing working today? Copy. Paste. Thank you, you fucking... Jesus Christ. How hard is it, chat, to just move shit around on a screen? Let's have a look. The more I look at it, the more I actually don't mind it. What are we talking about? Is it my GOAT list? I've got a good GOAT list going. MMA Fairy replay raid. How we doing? You were watching Fight Fairy on replay? I don't blame you. Yarn's calling out Sean, but Merab said he's promised the next world title fight at bantamweight. What direction do you think they're heading? I think they're going to tell Merab to have a rest, and they will give Merab the title fight for Merab's next fight, but the next title fight won't involve Merab, and probably the one after that either. I would wonder how quickly Tom would quit against Prime JDS. It depends how badly Prime JDS would poke Tom in the eye, mate. Fight Fairy said she wants to be the Izzy to your Paulo Costa. Disgusting. Nacho is a character. We love Nacho. We absolutely love Nacho. Nacho is the best mod in the game. The reason that Nacho is the mod is because I know I can trust him. He doesn't just kiss my ass and do whatever I say. That's what you want in a good second in command. Someone to give you some pushback. This is how you run a business, chat. Nacho is Joey's alt with all his minority sympathy. Nacho's a good man. You leave Nacho alone, all right? Nacho doesn't have to agree with everything I say. In fact, it's better that he doesn't. He fought Francis and he lost, so that is that. Yes, but again, we're not playing a game of Fighter X beat Fighter Y. We're playing a game of, as we have proven here, Ilya beat Volk, but Volk has gotten enough skills, quality, and legacy to be ahead of Ilya on the GOAT list so far. This isn't a game of X beat Y who beat Z. This is a game of what have you done in the UFC to create your legacy with your quality wins. We now know that he has passed the black gate of Tyrone Woodley. How does he stack up to Francis? Francis has Cyril Gane, who has never been a champion. Stipe Miocic, who was the greatest heavyweight of all time. He also beat Stipe. JDS, he's got himself, obviously. Kane, they've both got Kane. He's got an older Kane. He's got a much younger, more dangerous Kane. Curtis Blades, who's never been a UFC champion. Alistair Overeem, who's never been a UFC champion. Ben Rothwell was a top 5 at the time. Mark Hunt was a top 5 at the time. Ben Rothwell, Mark Hunt. JDS, former champion. Kane. Top 5. Top 5. Top 5. One title defense. Never lost the title. Dougie, when you went to the event in person with Nacho, did he also take his shirt off with you when you were above? Shut the fuck up. Although Nacho has changed Jimmy Crute's career forever, by the way. Jimmy Crute is naked in his backyard cooking for his wife, and that's because he got mogged in the dunnies by Nacho. I'd be better at being your mod than Nacho for sure. No, I thought we agreed that Ilya is above Izzy. I said I'd sleep on it. Why did you swap? I didn't. I said I would sleep on it at the end of the stream. Where is it? This is Ilya versus Izzy. Never ducked, had a lot of activity. Paulo Costa was 19-0. Fought Derek Brunson, who was the wrestler against the up-and-coming striker. Ilya Topuria is currently ducking Arman Sarukian. Ilya Topuria ducked Movsar Evloev to chase glory. Ilya Topuria has not got as much activity as Izzy did. Robert Whittaker KOs 2. Robert Whittaker is a legacy win. Alex Pereira is a massive legacy win. So he's got 3 legacy wins versus 3 legacy wins. Max, Charles, and Volk are 3 legacy wins. Izzy has got 3 legacy wins. However, Izzy never ducked and was more active than Ilya Topuro. This is how we ended up with the Izzy one. This is 4D Chestnut Checkers. Yep, Ilya is definitely above Izzy. I'm happy that we've kept the slides this time when we've done the GOAT list. We're able to explain where everyone is and why they're there. I'm really happy that we've kept all the slides. So yeah, it's the skills that you have to get you the quality wins to cement your legacy in the UFC. And when it comes to Ilya and Izzy, they sort of go neck and neck like this. How bad is Blades that Tom actually beat him? Blades is really good. Really, really good. Stipe, the great white. I know. Nobody better bring up Renan Ferreira. No, it's a UFC top 30. This is the top 30 fighters in the UFC. What have they done in the UFC? This is the GOAT list. JDM resume definitely clears Francis's. I mean, they're pretty... Mark Hunt, Big Ben, Cain Velasquez, Stipe himself. Cain is not the same Cain. Cain is not the same Cain. Alistair was... where was Alistair when he beat out? Was Alistair in his fall-off when he beat Alistair? When Francis beat Alistair over him, was he in his fall-off? Alistair over him. Let's have a look. What level of Alistair over him was this? He beat Sergey after that. He beat Aleksei Olenzacek after that. He was still getting wins after that. So it wasn't exactly a diminished Alistair. And Alistair was still on steroids there. So that's a good win, that Alistair over him win for Francis. That's a good win. Nacho doesn't take his shirt off. He flexes and he bursts them at the seams. True. Whittaker is a legacy win. The man with the literally crack. Whittaker is one of the best. Robert Whittaker is one of the greatest fighters of all time. It is a legacy win. Paulo's record says he was 13-0. Where did the 19 come from? Tapology. Paulo Costa, Israel Adesanya, Tapology. I'll bring it up for you. We must check the facts of the GOAT list, brother. This is the whole point of this GOAT list, brother. We do properly. Paulo Costa, 19-0 at the time. Oh, I'm reading the wrong one. Wait. No, Paulo Costa, 19-0 at the time. Or is this Paulo Costa's here? Ah, this is Paulo Costa's here. Sorry, 13-0. My bad. I looked at the wrong one. My mistake. Paulo Costa was 13-0. You're correct, brother. Yeah, that's Izzy's one. Yeah, I was looking at the wrong one. You're correct, brother. That was Izzy's one. My bad. 13-0, Paulo Costa. Yoel Romero and Old Anderson should push... Yoel Romero and Old Anderson Silva should push Izzy clearly above Ilya. No, they don't count. They're not legacy wins. Those fights were fucking horrible. We said we're dismissing those fights. No. Just say that you love black people. What are you talking about? Ilya did not lose to Strickland. Ilya moved up 2 weight to sleep the number 2 contender. Yes, but not the number 1 contender, did he? And Ilya's record is not done yet. We'll see if Ilya moves up throughout the year, but Ilya could sit out Ilya could sit out for the rest of the year. Ilya has so far got 3 amazing wins and ducked 2 contenders. That's what Ilya has done. Izzy never ducked anyone, took on all fucking comers. Has also 3 legacy wins. And this second weight class is a bit of a paper champion. You know that, brother. This is not the real belt. The real belt is Islam Makhachev, and the number 1 contender is Arman Sarukian. Yeah? Fighting Charles Oliveira, who was like off a 1-fight win streak. This is not the real belt. This is essentially an interim title is what this is. Mark Hunt's cousins are named... That's a lot. That's a lot of hunting there, Raymond Price. That's a lot of hunting there. Yoel Romero and Old Anderson Silva. We just read that one. Did you see the grappling match Yoel had recently? 48 and still fucking yoked. I know, it's insane. It's insane. If my last name was Hunt, my son... Okay, and tell people. Yep. You keep interrupting us. Are you... Okay. You guys are great. You guys are the best. Where was Fabricio Verdum? Where was Fabricio Verdum at the time of JDS's fight? How good was Fabricio at the time? Hello, screen. Turn back on screen. Thank you. Fabricio was 11-3. Verdum was 11-3. Oish. Craziness, mate. Yeah, dude. That is better. That is better. Yeah, JDS is above Francis Ngannou. Yeah, JDS is above Francis Ngannou. Yep. What's up, boys? How are we? What's up, Chathead? How are you? Read the chat. I do read the chat. Yeah. Yeah, this is good. 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 Where am I up to? I'm right here, chat. So if Ilya beats Armin and the winner of Pimlet versus Gaethje, then do you think he's above? Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So we're not going to do this every single week like Lucas Tracy does. We're going to do the GOAT list once a year. During the Christmas break, we will update the GOAT list. Ilya absolutely can beat Israel Adesanya on the GOAT list. Absolutely he can. He just hasn't cemented enough quality wins yet to cement a bigger legacy than what Izzy has done. But he's nipping at Izzy's heels, right? Same thing with the Volk argument as well. Where are we? Volk versus Ilya Tapurio. Exact same thing. Just hasn't done quite enough yet. Like, what Ilya has done is essentially tried to poach as much legacy as quickly as possible, but he hasn't built up enough quality. He's got to build up more quality. And sitting out and ducking the number one contender in 2 divisions is not exactly doing fucking great for your quality wins, Ilya. So it's holding you back just a little bit. But yes, I feel good about this now. Who would you guys like to do next on the whiteboard? What's the time? All right, we can do one more. Who would you guys like to do next on the whiteboard? Holloway, Cejudo, Dominic Cruz, Murad, Pinto. I think we'll leave John Jones. I think we'll leave John Jones towards the end because these are literally the GOATs. I think we'll leave Islam towards the end because that's literally the GOATs. I don't want to do the top 3. I think we'll leave GSP towards the end. I don't want to do the top 3, top 5 until we actually build our way up. Shall we talk about Robbie Lawler? Shall we talk about, if you want Dominic Cruz? Francis left way too soon to have a great legacy. I agree. Francis could have made a lot more legacy for himself. I agree. Do you see how angry Dougie is? He can hardly contain himself. I'm in a really good mood. What are you talking about? Who do you reckon fights in the main event for UFC Seattle at the end of March? Might hit it up. Jesus. UFC Seattle at the end of March. I mean, it could be any American top 5 contender. Honestly, I don't know right now. I was thinking about the GOAT list. Any American top 5 contender. If it's going to be main evented, if it's going to be an arena and it's going to be in America, just go through the lists and any American that's in the top 5 anywhere. Sandhagen coming back. Sandhagen, I don't think Sandhagen's got a fight booked in yet. So get Sandhagen in another fight. Book him in. Against anyone in the top 5, yeah. What's with the sexy dress? Well, I just like to look good. I like to look good. Dominic Cruz, Israel Adesanya. If Ilya beats Islam, then where does he stand then? Well, then we'll see how the rest of the year pans out and what Islam does. Not what Islam does. Yeah, I mean, if Ilya beats Islam Makhachev, he rockets up the fucking GOAT list. Rockets up the GOAT list. He goes into, he rockets up the GOAT list. If he beats Islam Makhachev at 170, that's insane. Are you wearing a ladies' bathing suit? I am wearing a ladies' suit. Cejudo, you have to be a black belt level autist to realize Doug is trying to say Cejudo. Yeah, you guys get it. You get what I'm saying. Tons of Japanese in Seattle. Ooh, okay. Interesting. I didn't know that. Could be Tatsuro Tera. Could be Tatsuro Tera, but I think they're going to move Tatsuro Tera up to fight Joshua Van while Alexandre Pantoja heals up. I think it'll be Brendan Allen versus DDP. That works too. Yep. Who's the shirt muscle in the male? Very good, guys. Cruz beat the Mighty Mouse. He needs to be on the list. Dominic Cruz will be on the list. Dominic Cruz is there. All right, maybe we'll do Dominic Cruz next. Let's do Dominic Cruz next. Oh, I want to work my way. I feel like Dominic... Maybe Dominic... No, don't... We'll do Dominic Cruz. Where do we think old Dominic Cruz deserves to be? Let's have a little think about it, chat. Let's have a little bit. Dominic fucking Cruz. Dominic Cruz, brother. Images, brother. ESPN headshot, brother. Oh, the old lion. The old lion. Dominic Cruz. Dominic Cruzovich. El Dominic El Cruzoviccio. El Cruzovich. Get the fuck out of the way! Why is this such shit quality? What the fuck is this? What is this blurry ass image? What the fuck is going on? Because it's the UFC's website, not ESPN's website. UFC cannot have clear images to save their life. There we go. Oh my god, he looks old. Is that how I look? Fucking hell. Jesus Christ. Dominic Cruz. Dominic Cruz. We know he's above JDS, right? We know he's above JDS. but he's below Ilya. He feels like he's above JDS and below Ilya. He feels like he's around here somewhere, yeah? I feel like he just slots in there. I don't know why, but that's just the vibe. I don't think he needs too much of a breakdown. I feel like based on where everyone else is right now, this feels like the right place for Dominic Cruz. Without even reading the chat, looking at his record, just knowing about him. And this is UFC, right? So WEC, not relevant. Yeah, this is UFC, so it feels like it's around here somewhere. But then if WEC is not relevant... Something like this, actually. Let me have a read. I see the muscle shirt came in the mail. Are the muscles still in transit? There we go. This is good. Oh, wait, where am I up to? Cruz beat Mighty Mouse. He needs to be on the list. Yep. What's the rumors? That's a cute bathing suit dress you have on. Thank you, chat. Yep. Thank you. The cut on the shirt goes all the way down. Okay, Dougie found that on the beach. Thank you, guys. If Topuria beats Islam, then shouldn't he have to beat Pantoja too to be the greatest since Pantoja was the first to KO Islam? No. What's up, Deshaun? How are you? No, he doesn't have to beat the guy that looks like Pantoja. No. Cruz is over, is he? Cruz might be over. I was super casual back then. I always thought Cruz sucked. Apparently, he was totally injured and underweight, so he never looked that great. Well, I mean, it depends when you came into the sport. Like if you saw Cruz during the fall-off, but there was a time where Dominic Cruz was one of the greatest in the world. Cruz is like 3 good UFC wins. DJ Faber and Dillashaw. Yeah, I guess when it's just UFC, right? I love DDP, but the Canadian Brendan Allen is a different beast, man. People forget Brendan Allen, man. Now that he's accepted his Canadianism, he's a different beast, man. People forget, man. Below Ilya, what's with all the title defenses? Ilya only has 1. Below Ilya with all those title defenses? I know, I'm thinking. Also sat out for 3.5 years in his prime. This is true. Nacho's friend, who are you related to? Nacho. He's related to the real Nacho. I'm not just his friend. There you go. All right, so Dominic Cruz in the UFC. Maybe he does need a bit of a deeper dive. In the UFC, Dominic Cruz. Just in the UFC. Let's have a look and examine the question of Dominic Cruz. And let's break it down fight by fight. Dominic Cruzovich, Tapology. And let's have a look and think. And a gander. And a peruse. And a mulling. Let's have a mulling, shall we, chat? In the UFC, he's 7-3, which is kind of crazy, right? Because it's fucking Dominic Cruz. But in the UFC, 7-3. Which when you think of it, yeah, they're all in the WEC, right? All in Allen versus Strickers is going to be fight of the year. That will be a fucking insane fight. You know, that might be a fight that MMA fans are looking forward to. If only someone had done a video on that very topic today. Now, in the UFC, he has got 1, 2, 3, 4. In the UFC, he's got Uriah Faber, Mighty Mouse, TJ Dillashaw, and Uriah Faber again. He's got 4 title defenses. It's really not impressive when you browse his Tapology. Yeah, I know, but 4 title defenses is good. 4 title defenses is good. Four title wins. His name's in the UFC. Uriah Faber, who at the time was 33-8, which is fucking crazy. That's a crazy amount of fights. Uriah Faber, 33-8, which is a crazy amount of fights. TJ Dillashaw, who was 20. That TJ Dillashaw win is that's such a good win. That is a great win. That's a great win right there. Fucking Mighty Mouse is a great win. I know Mighty Mouse was at the wrong weight class. I understand Mighty Mouse was at the wrong weight class, but still. Like, Jan Blachowicz having Izzy on his record is insane. 7-3, 4 title wins. Uriah Faber. TJ Dillashaw, who was 20-1. Like, you got to have the context of this TJ Dillashaw. 20-1 TJ Dillashaw. Sorry, reading the wrong one. My bad. 12 and 2. My bad again. I was looking at the wrong one again. 12 and 2. But still a solid TJ Dillashaw. Mighty Mouse, Uriah Faber. And then nothing else. Really nothing else after that. That's it, really. Yeah, I don't think I was watching Cruz's weight class back then at all, so I didn't see him in his prime. Well, his prime was sort of out of the UFC. Instead, you put 2 Movzar fights in. They were good Movzar fights. They were good calls. They were hardcore calls. Already above Ilya. Is he above Ilya? I don't think he is above Ilya. He's kind of... No, I don't think he is, right? Because here's always the argument with Ilya, yeah? Here's the argument with Ilya, right, that we've been having. Ilya's got the 3 big names. Max, Charles, Volk, but he's also got the second belt, even though it's an interim belt. Really, it's a paper belt. But he's only got 1 belt. He doesn't even have a second paper belt. He doesn't have a win in the higher weight class. And he's got 3 big names as well. Mighty Mouse, which is like one of the biggest names anyone can possibly get. TJ Dillashaw, which is fucking insanely good. And Uriah Faber. I think Ilya is ahead of Dominic Cruz. I think that's fair to say. Ilya is ahead of Dominic Cruz. Yes. Yes, Ilya is ahead of Dominic Cruz. I'm happy with that. Ilya is ahead of Dominic Cruz. I'm happy with that. So Dom goes around here somewhere. Something like this. Yeah. Something like this. Oh. I think Ilya is definitely above Cruz. Yeah, I think so too. We put Izzy over Ilya when he only has 1 belt. Now we're saying Ilya's second because of his second belt. Yeah, but we had our reasons. And we had our reasons for that because Izzy's got so many more title defenses. Like Dominic Cruz has got 4 title fights and he's got 10 fights in the UFC. Izzy's got way more than that. Izzy's done more work. I don't know, man. He married a chick from Miami, though. There you go. That makes sense. I didn't respect any of his wins outside of the UFC, just like the Bellator fighters that came over and get slept at ranked 10. Well, it's not really similar because when Bellator was around and the UFC was going, UFC was clearly the better organization. However, when the WEC was around, they were essentially the best organization for the lower weight classes, and the UFC was the best organization for the upper tier weight classes. You know, after Pride fell, UFC was the best organization for essentially lightweight and above, where WEC was for the little guys. So it's not exactly the same as how Bellator and PFL are now, where the WEC was like the second feeder league that wasn't quite as good. It was just a different league, right? New Fighter Matrix episodes when you're ready for it. Izzy fought Cans, Marvin trash, Paulo trash, Yoel Romero trash. We don't have those wins on Izzy's legacy here. Yeah, we understand that. You don't see Marvin here. You see Robert Whittaker twice, Alex Pereira KO, Paulo Costa when Paulo was, where was Paulo? We'll get Paulo Costa's proper record, and Derek Brunson. So yeah, we have the right legacy for Izzy here, but I get what you're saying, dude. If we're not counting fights before the belt, doesn't matter how many fights they had. If we're not counting the fights before the belt, we are counting the fights before the belt. There's Derek Brunson right there. We did that. Alistair Overeem right there. We've absolutely that. We're just seeing how good those fighters were before the belt. We absolutely. Ilya clears, yeah. WEC was a marauder, man. Brian Stan was the champ. Brian Stan was the champ there. 13-0 Paul. That was the right one. Yeah, I looked at the wrong record. Thank you. Yeah, 13-0. That's the one. Thank you. 13-0. 13-0 Paulo Costa. Yeah. You can't say Ilya's just under Volk, about to surpass him with 1 more win, and then have him under Cruz. You can't... Yeah, that's right, Eric. Yeah, you're right. If Sean Brady got his title shot instead of fighting Morales for no reason, he'd be 9-1 with the win over JDM. Cruz 7-3. Exactly. Like, Dominic Cruz is good, but this isn't Dominic Cruz's overall legacy. This is a UFC GOAT list. What have you done in the UFC? What skills did you have to put together? What quality wins to cement? What legacy do you have for yourself? And in the UFC, Dominic Cruz, although he was an absolute destroyer over in the WEC, in the UFC, when you stack up Dominic Cruz against Ilia Topuria, Dominic Cruz is just behind. Well, not just behind. He is behind Ilia Topuria. This makes sense. And Chael Sonnen was hugging nuts like a madman. Like a madman he was. Chael Sonnen, he wouldn't stop. Cruz dominated his division while being injured. Beat one of the GOATs, Mighty Mouse. Beat and dominated TJ. Those wins and dominated already puts him over Ilia. Ilia has yet to dominate anyone. No. Ilia dominated Max Holloway and Charles Oliveira. No, that's not true. No, that's not true at all. I always considered WEC much lower than the UFC when it was WEC fighters came over and didn't do well. I was like, I told you so. Okay, well, some of them did. No, like Donald Cerrone was a WEC fighter. Some WEC fighters did pretty well. It was before our time. True, it was before our time. Does this include fighters who popped like wife beater John Jones? It will include the fighters who popped. Yes, it absolutely will. Popping for steroids and being on steroids is part of the UFC package. Chael Sonnen never lost a round. This is true. Chael Sonnen never lost ever. Never once. I'll leave the big goats there. Okay, Dominic Cruz is done. I want to do Lawler. I want to do Robbie Lawler. Chat. I'm telling you that I want to do Robbie Lawler. Chat. Listen to me, chat. I want to do Robbie Lawler. And anyone who doesn't want to do Robbie Lawler is wrong. Because we're doing Robbie Lawler. Okay? There's no more arguing about it, chat. Robbie Lawler, your time has come. Your time has come. John St. Pierre, Khabib Silva, Aldo, Mighty Mouse, yeah, Islam, Hamzat, Izzy, and Death Touch. Fucking Death Touch. I love the Death Touch thing, Steven. That's so gold. Hamzat hasn't done enough on this criteria that we have here. Hamzat Chimaev has not done enough on this criteria that we have here to set himself even into the top 30, I believe. I don't think Hamzat Chimaev has done enough. I don't think he has enough quality wins to even be considered one of the top 30 fighters of all time in the UFC. Sorry, brother. Hamzat does not make it onto our GOAT list, dude. Robbie is the GOAT of entertaining fights. He is, bro. Hey, yo! Hey, yo, in that shirt, I'm not surprised. Kennedy has decent points. I like Ilya sleeping Max. In almost everyone he fought is phenomenal work. But yeah, Ilya's got those points, yeah. I mean, Ilya hasn't dominated a division. I'll put long reigning defending one division over a multi-weight champ that doesn't have title defenses every day. Yeah, you could. I mean, he worked his way through featherweight properly, but he didn't stay and dominate it as the champ should. That is true. That is very, very true. So Ilya's got title wins. Ilya's also got 4 title wins as well, though. Right? Because he's got the Volk win, the Holloway win. No, only 3 title wins and the Charles Oliveira win. So he's only got 3 title wins. No, Ilya's ahead of DJ. No, Ilya's ahead. Ilya's ahead. Maybe Dougie likes his male cousin as well. I don't have a male cousin. Can you stand up and... Robbie is top 25, definitely. Robbie's got to be in there, yeah. Better not Khabib as a top 5 GOAT. We're not putting to Khabib as a top 5. Don't worry about that. All right, Robbie Lawler. Let me have a look at his tapology and remind myself. Robbie Lawler. My God. God, I love you, Robbie Lawler. God, I love you. Oh, you know what? When I get home from the beach, I'm just going to watch some Robbie Lawler fights. I'm just going to fucking sit on the couch, crack open a beer, and just watch some Robbie Lawler fights. God damn. All right. One, 2, 3 title wins. Robbie Lawler. 3 title wins. Names that he has acquired in the UFC. 3 title wins. Robbie beat Johnny, Carlos, and McDonald. Yes, true. Top tier 20, he ended my boy Rory's career. I know. God, Dougie, MMA Joey hasn't influenced you into putting Khabib as the number one. No, Khabib's not the number one. This is a UFC list. Khabib barely stayed in the UFC. Where's Rory McDonald on the list? I know, people forget, man. Rory McDonald. Rory McDonald was a marauder. Fucking love talking about old fighters. Thank you, Joe Rogan. Rory McDonald was a marauder, although never a champion. Never a champion. Top 5, absolutely. Deserving contender. Never a champion. Hey, what's up, Fight Society? McGregor, top 3. Khabib and Jones, not even top 30. I'm 100% serious. Do you do no steroids, brother? Thank you for the $5. Guys, me and Fight Society are going to be filming some content together. It's going to be releasing just after New Year's, I would imagine. There will be an episode on his channel, an episode on my channel. It's going to be damn good stuff. Daily videos from Fight Society. Your boy is grinding out here, grinding. So me and him are going to do some collaboration videos. It's going to be sick. Make sure to check out Fight Society's channel. There is his link right there. Thanks, Wyatt. Appreciate you, brother. Looking forward to doing the collab with you, man. I didn't watch too much UFC during Lawler's run. He was a top 10er. Not super great, but exciting. Robbie Lawler was always very fucking exciting. Where is the Black Gatekeeper? He's got to be above our Black Gatekeeper. So Fight Society, Wyatt, if you're still hanging around, just to give you a rundown of what we're doing the top 30 UFC fighters, not MMA fighters. They've got to have fought in the UFC, and we're looking at what they've done in the UFC. What skills do they have to get how many quality wins they could get, and how many of those quality wins defined their legacy. That's how we're doing our GOAT list. That's how we're defining our parameters. So when you're breaking down someone like, say, Dominic Cruz, we're just looking at what they did in the UFC, not in the UFC, not in WEC. Thank you, Fight Society. Appreciate you, man. Fight Society is too drunk. He thought you were supposed to film last week. I know. We had a little chat. Were you around that? Oh, right. No, I wasn't, Rick Allen. No, mate. I'm in Melbourne, dude. I thought it was super overhyped. You had a couple of good fights. Doesn't make you great. No, Rory McDonald was legit. This is why we're checking their topologies as well. You know, Rory McDonald was 18-2. Tapology had him ranked at number 4 in the world when he fought Rory McDonald, right? It's a solid fucking win. Just as solid as anyone else. Like, that's a top 5 fighter. Top 5 fighter. Dougie, tell Fight Society to do a video on the love triangle between John Jones, Shevchenko, and Holly Holm. No, if he wants to do that, he can do that. Yeah. Why didn't you fly from Melbourne to stop it? Okay, you could. Okay, all right. Wyatt versus Cedric Damas. Let's go fucking Cedric Damas. All right, there is obviously more to Robbie Lawler's esteemed career than fucking Rory McDonald. Twice! Obviously. It was a rematch. One of the greatest fights of all time. Was a fucking rematch. I'm an idiot. Obviously, Johnny Hendricks, who beat the great GSP. Carlos Condit. Oy vey. Do I put this on there? Nacho's gonna kill me, but I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck, Nacho. I don't give a fuck, alright? This is my Kelvin Gastelum, alright? Now, listen. This ain't the same Donald Cerrone that you know today, alright? Donald Cerrone at the time was something like 38-2. Is that what we're looking at? 38-8. Nope, I'm getting my dyslexia all mixed up. 38, 32-8. 32-8. Alright? That's not a bad record. That's a respectable record. And he was ranked 12th in the... Fuck. Oh, shit. That's not very good. Fuck. That's not exactly a marauding Kelvin Gastelum, is it? Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Nick Diaz? Yeah, but, you know, that doesn't count, does it? Nick Diaz, yeah, that's not the same. Yeah, that's not the same. Donald was the light, yeah. I know. But Robbie Lawler fought at lightweight as well. Robbie fought at lightweight as well. Don't be giving me that. Robbie fought at lightweight too. The frozen one is above Lawler. Holy shit. I think the frozen one is above Lawler. Oh no. I love him. Oh, fuck. Oh no. Alright, let's put him up against the Black Gate. Fuck. No. Is this really all I can string together for my boy? Oh no. Is this the best I can do? Come on, Dougie. Work some magic here. Get some propaganda going. Fuck. Josh Koscheck. Josh Koscheck fought for a title. Josh Koscheck fought for a title against GSP. Josh Koscheck fought for a title against GSP. Josh Koscheck fought for a title against GSP. People forget Josh Koscheck, man. People forget, man. People forget Josh Koscheck. They forget him, man. They do. They do. They forget him. They forget the dominant Josh Koscheck, man. People forget Josh Koscheck. They don't rate him. They underrate him, I think. I think they severely underrate Josh Koscheck. Fuck. Oh, no. Koscheck is a never was. No, he wasn't. He fought for a title. Josh Koscheck fought GSP for a title. Come on, man. Josh Koscheck is a very real fighter. Oh, shit. Growing old is realizing the Frozen One is better legacy than Robbie Lawler. I know. I don't like it. It's like putting Leon as a GOAT, but most of his resume was a lightweight. I know, I don't like it. Robbie fought at middleweight in Strikeforce. Yeah, but he fought at lightweight as well. What about Michael Chiesa? What's up, brother? Good to see you, man. I hope that you're doing good, dude. To be honest, I don't even think he's top 30. Not even barely making it in. Yeah, he doesn't go past the... Can we see the overall picture with everyone so far that you have? Yeah, of course, brother. Oh, yeah, sure. No worries, lad. There you go. That's the overall picture so far. Now, these ones aren't locked in. This is just the direction that we're going. Like, Randy Couture's above Volk. Volk's above Izzy. Izzy is above Ilya. Dominic is below them. JDS, then Francis. These aren't locked in. This is just the vibe that we're at so far. Izzy is above Robbie. Let's move on. You can't say let's move on. That's not how this works. Better title fight, Robbie versus Carlos or Robbie versus Rory? Robbie versus Rory. Come on, man. Take out Woodley. We can't. Koscheck was it never was. He lost to a YouTube Disney star. I know. Josh had a little bit of an exciting run. GSP needed challenges, though. I know. That's why I'm really clawing, though. I realize what I'm doing with the Josh Koscheck comparison. I know what I'm doing. Don't trust me. Yeah, he didn't win, therefore he was never a champ. I know. Robbie lost, or ask Cream, what are you talking about? People forget, man. Michael Chiesa, man. Kevin Lee, where does he fit into all this, man? Robbie doesn't go past the black gate of Tyrone Woodley. Fuck, dude. He's past Aljamain Sterling, though, right? Piotr Jan, Cejudo, TJ Dillashaw, and Corey Sandhagen. Johnny Hendricks, Rory McDonald, and Carlos Condit. Fuck. Cejudo is one of the greatest fighters of all time. Oh, fuck. Don't tell me I gotta fucking put him up against Aldo. Oh, fuck, I don't like that. Where is Aldo? Aljamain Sterling against Robbie Lawler. Come on, man. Don't make me do this, dude. Josh was welterweight Chael. He was a Chael Sonnen. Undefeated, mate. Robbie is 11-7 in the UFC, mate. Don't you dare put him on this list. Don't you dare put him in the list. Robbie's going on the list, mate. You're missing the GOAT, Kelvin Gastelum, who beat Izzy. Oh, no, we talked about that. Don't worry about that. His best highlight on the YouTube video was Kelvin missing weight, then actually miss weight. I know. This is how you miss weight, and then he did it. Where did you put Dominic Cruz? We're floating Dominic Cruz around here somewhere. Above JDS, but below Ilya. These aren't locked in places yet. When is the high sem? Stop it. Leon Edwards over Robbie Lawler, Sterling, and Woodley. Leon Edwards over Leon Edwards. I wouldn't even consider Leon Edwards in the top 30. I wouldn't even put Leon. This is our considerations. I don't even have Leon Edwards in for considerations. Might as well put Cody Garbrandt at this point. Put in all the champs. No. You're talking about Paddy Pimblett, folks. You're talking about Paddy Pimblett. All right, I need Robbie Lawler to be better than Aljamain Sterling. Otherwise, I'm gonna shoot myself. Henry Cejudo is one of the greatest fighters of all time. Johnny Hendricks beat Bisping, I guess. TJ Dillashaw as well. She was a former champion. Petr Yan is a former champion, and he beat Petr Yan and Corey Sandhagen. I don't like that. I don't like what I've done. I don't like what I've done with that. I don't like that at all. I don't like that I've had to do that at all. That really sucks. I don't like doing that at all. That it fucking hurts. That really hurts. Fuck, man. Before the stream, watch Rajesh Baby Mama calling, "Do not redeem, sir." I've seen it, mate. I've seen, "Do not redeem. Do not redeem, sir." Aldo doesn't belong here. He absolutely does belong here. For sure he does. They're turning center gate. Robbie is just below Woodley. Jan has got to be up there now. Jan, we can talk about Jan, maybe. Leon beating top 15 all-time Usman and Colby is much better than Rory McDonald and anyone else Robbie beat. Leon beating top 15 all-time Usman and Colby is much better than Rory. No, this isn't true, Z-Mass MMA. No, brother. You don't know gloves, brother. No, brother. Putting Robbie on the list taints its whole credibility. Well, hopefully they'll be able to stay on the list and these two won't get kicked out as we fill it up a little bit. Aldo beats most of the guys in the greatest ever. Dude had like 3 comebacks. Yeah, Jose Aldo is insane. But obviously I'm not doing the top of the list right now. I'm just building out the base. I'm filling out the 11 to 20. Switch around Robbie for Woodley, you tard. I can't, Christian Grey. I can't. They don't stack up. In a lovingly way. No, I know, but they don't stack up. They don't. Robbie is behind Aljo and Woodley. He's behind the black gate. He's held behind the black gates of entry into greatness. And it fucking kills me. It kills me. Oh, man. All right. That is what it is, boys. It is what it is, dude. It is what it is. All right. Izzy? What about Izzy? Dougie really in his Dana White arc with these AI rankings. This is legit stuff. We've done it properly. We've compared everyone's resumes and their names. We've done it. We've compared it. Woodley's is above Lawler's. It just is. Woodley's is above Lawler's. It literally is. Literally no one thinks Robbie should be in the top 30. Robbie should be in the top 30. He's one of the GOATs. Dougie showing more and more skin by the day. You got to do it to get the views. Aldo was pound for pound, least undefeated for close to 10 years. Yeah, just say Aldo is insane, yeah. The Black Gate produces against a prejudice against greatness. It is, mate. The Black Gate holds back the greatness. Stop it. Leon is arguably not a top 15 GOAT. Not the top 15. Leon's not in the top 30. Thank you, Eric, for the $1. I really appreciate that, man. Thank you so much, Ezra, for the $1, brother. You're a good man. Thank you, Eric. You good man. You're a good man, Eric. I really appreciate it, bro. Lawler was just one of the most exciting, I know, but not one of the best. Thank you for the $1, Eric. Yeah, a bit of clothing comes off for the $1, mate. Leon clears the frozen one with his 2 Usman wins. No, he doesn't. Donation train coming. Throw some more $1 bills for the dress. That's it, boys. Throw in some $1 drills. Top donor gets refunded at the end of every year. No, absolutely fucking not. No chance in hell. That hurt. I didn't like doing that at all. Oh, thank you for the $1.50, the 36. I appreciate that, man. Thank you for the $1.50. Ikeo Feldo. He can't Fedor though. The Fedor, he do Fedor though. He do Fedor. Thank you, dude. Tell your hot cousin to pull up. It's weird at least. No. Paid money and Douglas took off his shirt. That's right, Eric. I knew you'd appreciate that. Best clip of the year. I thought you'd appreciate that, Eric. Cheston back today. We deadlifted, so we can deadlift Scorner at Hex. You'll never get me off the ground, mate. The sweet pie is so appropriate. I know. There goes the trousers. You guys don't want to know about that. Maybe I wasn't wearing trousers. Do we do Chuck Liddell? DC, Matt Hughes, Usman, Pantoja, Holloway, Khabib, Aldo, BJ Penn. Do we do Holloway? Is it time to see how Holloway racks up? There's only so many names left. Oh, Hughes, Chuck Liddell, Holloway, Matt Hughes. I seriously think Leon is above Woodley. Leon isn't above Woodley. Leon's not above Woodley. Leon's not even on the list. Leon's not on the list. What is Leon? Let me just bring up Leon Edwards' Tapology. Leon Edwards, 1 belt in 1 weight class, by the way. 3 title wins. Woodley's got like 5. Leon Edwards has got Kamaru Usman, Rafael dos Santos, Vicente Luque. That's it. Leon's not on the list. Leon's an average champion. He's not on the list. Leon is literally an average champion. 3 title wins, 3 legacy names. Kamaru, Rafael dos Santos, Vicente Luque. Leon's not even in the top 30. He's not on the list. Leon's just simply not on the list. Shut up. I'm not hearing anything else about Leon Edwards. Did you really spell Steepy? I did. Do Islam and Khabib to cap the stream? That's a bit too much to jump into right at the end of the stream. Islam and Khabib, that's a bit too much. Steepy was the greatest croissant of all time. Exactly. Lightweights, yep. Twice. Yeah, still. Leon might not even be in the top 50. Wait, what message did I delete that I had my phone in my pocket? I don't know, but I don't know if you heard me talk about Leon, but Leon's absolutely not on the list. Lauren Murphy or Leon Edwards, bro? Lauren Murphy. Sorry to whoever message I deleted. You deleted install driver's message. It's done. It is what it is. Sorry, install driver. Nacho did it by accident. I'm not willing to die on the Leon Hill. You can't. I can't. I mean, we can't. He just isn't. I'm sorry, but he just isn't. 3 title wins, 3 good names, 1 weight class. Leon had a beautiful flash in the pan, but it wasn't enough to cement a legacy. I could if I wanted to. You could if you wanted to. I know you could. You could really sit here and die, but it'd be down the bottom. Max Holloway. Maybe it's Max Holloway. Whatever. Mate. I deleted it because I fucked up my sentence. I was going to correct you, but you read it. Okay, fair enough. Yeah. Do we do Chuck Liddell? Or do we do Steepy or Pantoja? I think Pantoja will be interesting, right? I think Pantoja will be interesting, yeah? Pantoja will be quite high, won't he? I deleted Justin Kennedy saying a Max Holloway top 4. Oh, right. Yeah. Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar's not in here. Brock Lesnar's not even in the top 30. Hughes beat Usman in legacy, maybe just in my mind. Justin Kennedy keeps accidentally catching stress. The Prates KO took so much away from Leon's image, like it's Carlos Prates, so we get it, he flatlines people. But he got knocked out so badly, he smiled at Keith Peterson. I know. But notice we haven't really been talking about people's losses. Like, we've really been talking about what legacy did you manage to accrue. And I think that's why this GOAT list is going so well. We're not really holding people down for their losses. We're just saying, what did you do in the UFC? Like, in that, while you were having that run up the rankings, what did you do in the UFC? How much legacy did you truly equate for yourself? I think this GOAT list is going quite well because we're not focusing too badly on that. Peyton Talbot already did Henry Cejudo. True. Already knocked him off. True. Smoked him like a vape pen, shoved in an asshole. What the fuck? I'm getting bullied on the stream. You are, Justin Kennedy. You are. You are. Can we do Henry Cejudo? Henry Cejudo. We can do Henry Cejudo. Damn, new beef with Nacho and Justin Kennedy. Let's set up this beach fight with cheese and wine. I know. I mean, I do have to. You know what? I think we're going to leave it here. I think we're going to leave it here and come back to it, chat. Another good hour and a half. I think we'll leave it here and come back to it. We'll continue on with this tomorrow. Yeah, we'll get on with it tomorrow. I believe Henry, you know what? We're going to do Henry Cejudo tomorrow, just like Peyton Talbot did. Yeah, get out of here. I need to adult. Yeah, I'm going to hit the beach. It's getting up to 30 degrees now. I'm going to go hit the beach and have a swim and start day drinking. We bully Eric all the time. We do bully Eric all the time. I'm going to start day drinking. We're going to hit this up tomorrow. We got Naked Dougie stream before GTA 6. We did get a Naked Dougie stream before GTA 6. Nacho's friend is the new guy, though. No, Nacho's the fucking mod of the channel. He's one of the best on the channel. Right when I mentioned cheese and wine, I know. Don't ignore me. I wasn't ignoring you, Eric. Your shit didn't pop up. Yeah, your shit literally didn't pop up. Right, guys. Thank you all so much for joining me. I appreciate all of you. We will be back tomorrow. This week, there will be a collaboration between me and Fight Society. 2 videos. 1 video on his channel. 1 video on my channel. The collaboration between me and Wyatt for Fight Society, it's going to be huge. It's going to be massive. It's going to be huge. Collab with Rigo? No, I'm going down to the beach. Have fun at the beach. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. It's like 30 degrees. It's going to be wonderful. I said your local twink was Dougie the whole time. Get mogged, mate. Do a collab with MMA Joey? No. We collaborate next week. Sure, Simon Feck. I can imagine how good that would be. The Rigo collab will be massive. No. What's this? That's it? It's been an hour and a half, Tunnel Man. What do you want? Collab with Giuliano Ente. It's all good. I'll be right. L stream. You're a fucking L stream, dickhead. Fuck you. You're a fucking L commenter. How about that, fuckwit? Why don't you sit on that? Huh? Fuck you, cunt. I'm kidding. You see Clavs, he's the looks maxing guy ran. All right, enough. Collab with these nuts, there you go. Yes, the rage, mate. If you collab with Argenti, it would relinquish my I'm not collabing with Eddie. I'm collabing with Fight Society and probably Fight Night with Frankie if he ever wants to. W stream, thank you, Tunnel Man. I appreciate it. I'll see you guys later. Have a good one. Today's video is out. Fighters that everyone needs to see in the 2026. Woo! End of year content. Woohoo! Yippee! End of year content. How good is it? I'll see you guys later. Have a good one. Bye.